Hi, everyone. This is Jason. Welcome back to the show. Joining me today is Jason Goldberg, Chief Executive Officer of OST.com, the creators of the Peppo app. Jason is a veteran internet entrepreneur with 18 years of scaling products to millions of users. Since 2016, Jason's passion has been to drive mainstream customer adoption of blockchain technology. You can find Jason on Twitter at BetaShop, and you can follow the Peppo team at the Peppo on Twitter. And it's Peppo.com is the website?
You got it. Pepo.com at the Peppo app on Twitter.
Great. So I hope that intro covered everything.
Look, we're in the App Store, so you're gonna search for Peppo, P-E-P-O in the Apple App Store, Google Android Play Store, and yeah, check it out. We'd love to have people on Peppo.
Great. So Jason, thank you for joining me today. I said it before we started, and I'll say it now. I love the Peppo app. I mean, very rarely will I wear a logo, but when Peppo. All right, you have to try this app. What I was telling Jason before is that there's a lot of apps that are for video sharing, social media, things like that, but not too many yet on blockchain technology. And Peppo is on blockchain technology. And Jason, I'm hoping that you can give us a little background on that process.
Sure. Can I just say, first of all, thank you so much for just even saying that. I mean, it means so much to us. It's still early on. We just launched the app a couple months ago, and so you're one of the first early adopters. You're helping build the community. You're giving us the feedback, and everyone who joins now, it's like, I hope we're all just kind of looking back 5 years from now saying, remember when we built this together?
Right.
And for our team, it's just thrilling to have people already telling us that they love using the product, and we hope we can make them love it even more.
Well, I mean, okay, and it's been said before, and it's not meant to be a challenge to TikTok.
No, not at all.
It's not meant to be that. But for me personally, it was my alternative to TikTok that I felt more comfortable using.
Mm-hmm.
There's been a lot of chatter around who actually has access to the data on TikTok, and that for me was we're not going there. And Peppo being on the blockchain and us being in the blockchain space, I think we should support projects that are in our space. And so that's why I'm trying to get people to at least try Peppo and see if it does the same thing for you that these non-blockchain products do. So when you first came up with the idea of Peppo, was it meant to be a blockchain product, or was that something that came later on?
No, it was from the very beginning. It was meant to be a blockchain product. We've been building the OST technology for a number of years now. It enables anyone to create an app on the blockchain using our technology with awesome, gorgeous user experiences. And it's like you can take any app and kind of inject some blockchain into it, and that's what we do. And we built Peppo as kind of a showcase of that. But we built that as something for the crypto community. We really wanted to build something that people in the crypto community would find useful and very purposeful. And it's the only comparison to TikTok is just that they're both short form videos, but there's lots of short form video apps out there. TikTok is about entertainment. Peppo is about it's more professional. It's more about business. Really, what Peppo is about is community.
Right.
And we find is that people use Peppo for 3 reasons, and that's what we're really leaning into. The first is to connect with the community. In this case, the first community is the crypto community, and the crypto community is not just one community, right? So there's communities in different cities, and there's communities in different interests, like DeFi or Bitcoin or Ethereum or E2O, whatever it might be. So there's sub communities, and we're building out now the ability for those communities to connect through the Peppo app. And doing so with kind of authentic connections, authentic updates. That's one thing that short form video allows, is a real kind of authenticity, almost like a rawness to it. And so that's one. And then the second is, frankly, it helps people build their own clout, their own reputation, their own brand. And in the professional world, having a personal brand is very important. And like, you know, it's like in some ways, I think like we're building maybe a modern LinkedIn, right? And that is a way for professionals.
That's a good way to put it. Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
In a very authentic way. And then the third is, you know, it's these 3 C's, right? So it's community, clout, and cash, right? It's like the cash is that. It's like, you know, in the end, people need to make money, right? And we're showing people that they can, you know, starting to show some way that you can make some money through these applications. And we'll do more things over time with that.
Well, what I liked about it also is the fact that unless you are intending to your tokens that you get for when people like your videos, and you can turn them into unicorns, and then that unicorn can be cashed out for something else.
Yeah.
Unless you mean to do that, it really doesn't give you a this is blockchain.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It looks just like another app that lets you upload short form videos to the internet.
Well, I'm going to give you a little secret here. Sorry. In 2016, we challenged our team. We said, we need to build this technology in a way where users of Instagram could use our technology and they would never even know it's blockchain. And that's kind of our first indication that we've done kind of something like that, is that people on Peppo, they don't even need to know that it's blockchain. So it's like blockchain enhanced, but not blockchain, you know, disabled, or it's not blockchain kind of made worse. It's blockchain made better.
Okay. Well, actually, you know what? That makes more sense to Instagram stories and how you can upload short clips to Instagram. That makes more sense. So, okay. All right. Okay. Right. I didn't think about that. Yeah. Okay. So with that in mind, because people are using it to upload not just conversation pieces. They're also like, there's this one user named Joel who always uploads a variety of content, and this I think his name is Phil Campbell, uploads, and he's on Skillshare. So he's talking about doing a Peppo tutorial on Skillshare. Yep. So hopefully we can help him with this, and it can be, maybe he can use it. But Joel was playing his guitar, and he was, you know, making music on Peppo.
That's awesome. It's a community, and we look at it as like it's people connecting with community.
Yeah, and that, I think, is one of the we have a lot of toxicity in the cryptocurrency space, primarily on Twitter. And it's good to have places where people can interact with their community that's not in that dumpster fire. So, you know, and so that's another reason. Like, I asked a question a couple of days ago about Satoshi Nakamoto. And you got Peppo retweeted it. But I think if I had asked that question on Twitter, I would have got dumped on so hard. But because the community is more professional on Peppo, I got more nuanced responses.
It's hard to dump on someone when you're using your face. It's easier to put in a Twitter, you know, characters and the avatar. But when you're actually filming a video, it's really hard to be an asshole.
Yeah. But when so you got into the space. No, okay, so you became passionate about driving the space in 2016. But is that when you actually got into the space?
I mean, look, I was studying, you know, Ethereum from the very beginning, trying to make sense of programmable money and the capabilities there. You know, I looked at Bitcoin back in 2011, 2012. So, you know, I've had an interest. I mean, I've been working in the internet space for 20 years now. And for me, being a veteran kind of internet entrepreneur, I mean, the first product I worked on was AOL chat rooms back in the late 90s.
Really?
And then you know, I worked at a number, you know, kind of social apps and content apps. For me, the first thing when I saw crypto, you know, different people saw different things, right? Some people saw like, you know, freedom and independence and money. You're changing, you know, decentralization, democratization. What I saw was, wow, internet of money, right? We could actually enable any application, any website to have money built into the app, so they don't need to rely on credit card companies or payment processors. And then you could have transactions at like, you know, 1 cent or a fraction of a cent, and things could be person to person without having to worry about middlemen and platforms kind of stepping in between. And I was like, this is going to open a whole new whole new opportunities and business models. And I think, it's like moving things to the edge is what I think kind of what this results in. It's like you've had this centralization of power with, kind of these large internet conglomerates, Facebook, Google, Apple, and now you have like this moving into the edge and giving the people power. And it's like if you take something like TikTok, for instance, where it's owned by ByteDance, which is like part of the Chinese government, whatever it is, right? And but if you take something, if there was a TikTok or something similar to that, where you had hundreds of millions of people who are earning money directly from other people with no one in between it, I mean, that's just changing if you enable things like that. I mean, that's just like a totally different model. And so, I'm excited about where all this goes. And it's part of it's from my background, part of it's just like the energy about the space. And I was like now's the time. I mean, it's like when we looked at this a few years ago, we said that certain things need to line up in order for kind of mainstream adoption to happen. The first thing we said is there has to be really good developer tools. There has to be kind of things that developers can just build on very easily. So they don't have to start everything from scratch. And that's the first thing we worked on. The second was you need to have really awesome UX, really great user experience so that people don't even need to know that's crypto. You don't have to write down 12 words. You don't have to worry about signing transactions or gas or anything like that. You just use the app, right? The third is you need to have like the first few leaders to stick their neck out and try things. So whether it's us creating the Peppo app or some of the other companies that are launching on our technology, those are like the vanguards, like the people who are out there trying. It's also our community who are out there trying these things. And then the fourth is, it's just then that begets the use cases, that begets the mainstream adoption. So we're beginning this flywheel here, and it's going to be really exciting. 2020 is going to be a great year of use cases.
Yeah, well, I mean, people really took a shine to it in San Francisco. I remember when I first saw it, I don't think that was the first time it was rolled out for a presentation, but it was the first time it was shown in San Francisco. So, the audience loved it. I mean, I saw so many people walking around talking into their Peppo apps.
That's all.
They even, somebody, I forget their name. I wonder if, it might have been Paul.
Yeah.
He had CZ talking.
Yeah.
And that was really interesting, because even CZ was like, wow.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Instead of worrying about money, start building.
Yeah. Well, that's like, so I looked at it as like there's crypto as value and there's crypto as utility. And we really want to be the leaders of crypto as utility. And utility means it's for a purpose, not just for money exchange.
Right. Exactly. And then, if you want to get the government on your back quickly, tell them you're doing something with the money.
It's funny, there's this whole movement in Ethereum that's like ETH is money. It's like they keep saying. And sometimes I'm like, guys, just take it down a little bit, because it's programmable digital currency is okay, because you can do a lot with that. It's really cool what you can do with it. It doesn't need to be that we're creating, kind of a competitor to, the US dollar or to, creating, new uncollateralized loan mechanisms that might fall apart. It's like, careful there. That's like,
It's funny to me, though, that's what killed Libra. When Facebook said that you have a Libra, I guess Libra coin or whatever it was going to be called, and they had 2.6 billion users. Well, that's larger than any country on the planet.
It's like it's like a surefire way to get every government in the world to not be too happy with you, was to say we're gonna not just compete with your money, we're gonna compete with everyone's money.
Right. And so you want to see the governments of the world get together quickly on something, you challenge the money. Is what you need. Because I mean, like with me, I tried TikTok and I tried Instagram stories, but I wasn't reaching anybody because it got pushed so far down that nobody was watching it. At least with Peppo, I'm talking to my particular space.
It's because you're part of a community, and I say that as we've been talking to users over the last few weeks and trying to figure out what do we do to make Peppo more useful, the number one thing that's come through is everyone, it's this sense of community and helping people form communities on Peppo as well. So for ETH Denver, which is on the 14th of February, so just a few weeks from now, To coincide with that, we're launching channels on Peppo, which will enable people to create their own spaces on Peppo that people can subscribe to. And all the videos in that channel will be seen there. You can see the most popular, the most recent. You'll send messages to people in the channels. And how we got there was by listening to the users who told us, you know what, like, yes, we're all in crypto, but I'm in crypto in Santa Barbara, or I'm in crypto in, you know, this interest that I have is around DAOs, and how do I connect just with people in my interest? And we're going to really lean into that really hard and build something really special there.
Nice, nice. Well, if I could make a request.
I'm going to hand you a magic wand, and you get to change anything on Peppo or add something. What is it?
That we could upload videos instead of just recording them.
Okay, so tell me why. Tell me why that's important to you.
Well, like sometimes when I'm trying to explain something, like I made a clip about how to explain Bitcoin to somebody, and I think I fumbled my words a bit. So what I was hoping to do was upload a actual me talking to the camera, explaining point by point how to do Bitcoin, and then uploading it on Peppo.
Okay.
But I think I know why you don't do that. And the reason why is because you don't want people putting up something and then taking it down and then putting up something different to replace what they already said.
Yeah, so that also, it's like the video could be much more random. You know, it could be, you know, it could be porn, it could be whatever. It's like, but it's much more likely to be that when it's like literally from your camera right now. But I'll say a couple of things that we're going to do with this next release that we're doing. So one is we will have video editing. So when you're making a video, you can either record it all at once, or you can do a little piece at a time. You can go back and cut out like bits of it. So there'll be video editing. So you can redo a portion or something like that. We're then working on being able to have videos that you can record offline and have them added when you get back online. Okay. And then we're also working on so that if you film longer than 30 seconds, that it automatically goes into the replies. So you don't have to film multiple videos. And so we're working on things where we'll improve it. And I think we'll find a way at some point to get people to be able to upload some videos if they're really passionate about that. But we'll figure out the right way. I mean, the 30-second video format purposely has some constraints. You know, otherwise it's just another YouTube, right?
And we don't need that. Yeah. No, and that's one reason why I hesitated to even bring it up, is because I think the way that it's formatted right now was done for a purpose, and it keeps Peppo as a unique experience as opposed to just another clone of something else.
So look, these are always trade-offs, right? You have like users want something that they have somewhere else, but then you also have like what Peppo has this personality and authenticity to it, and it's like it's almost like a rawness to it, right?
Right.
And we don't want to lose that as we start to also build the solution.
Right. Exactly. You want to stay unique and you want to stay your own thing, and especially because people are weird. They'll see that there's a similar app to what they have, and then they want to take it to court and do all this nonsense. So you're better off just staying unique and doing your own thing, and not even having to deal with that nonsense. And, you know, so no, I have to say again, Jason, I love what you're doing, and I use Peppo almost daily, and we're going to start wrapping it up more so that, you know, we can add some more value to it.
That's great. Well, what we want to get to a place, and sorry to cut you off there, is we want to get to a place is that you're not just saying to people, hey, try this, but it's more, join my group on Peppo, or join this, you know, and because here's what we do there. And then it creates this kind of, you know, all right, I need to be there because there's something I'm missing if I'm not, or I need to be there because I'm part of this community and I want to be part of the conversation there.
Right. All right. So I'm going to let you go. Thank you for joining me today. I really appreciate it. Guys, I'm going to link all of the information for Peppo in the description below. Please take a moment and try it out for yourself. I think you'll really like it, especially if you're into the blockchain and cryptocurrency space. We have to support our creators and, you know, help spread the word on these different products. So Jason, thank you again for joining me. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so very much. Really appreciate it.